Hi, and welcome to an Organized Chaos podcast. My name is Bobby Quarters. Chaos is here with me.
Hey.
Hey. So, we're here to talk about some movies, music, whatever else crosses our mind. Here is also the home of the most unbiased, genuine thoughts. We're not going to do anything just to say it, just to make money off of it, because we don't make a lot of money off this. In fact, we don't make anything. We just give our opinions. And our opinions are free and unsolicited, but they're not hateful ones. That is the important thing.
Yes.
But also, while you're here, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, that is Bob Quarters, the podcast channel, Organized Chaos Podcast, and Chaos's channel while you're at it. So thank you for watching, and do enjoy.
Is there a problem, officer?
James Lindsay, huh?
Jim.
I'm gonna need you to step out of the vehicle, sir.
Chief Bishop! Chief Bishop, come in. Angela.
Hey, Mr. Lindsay. Becca. Scott. Go Hawks!
This is my life. A wolf among sheep.
Who's that?
Lost kid. No bodies, no pattern. People don't just disappear. There's always a reason.
If she's right, how many other victims are there?
I don't know.
You are a serial killer. You love that you're getting away with murder.
murder and you cannot wait to kill again. Have you learned nothing?
Don't be ashamed. A lot of folks get queasy at the sight of blood.
Yeah, it gets to me every time.
It's a scary world out there. Monsters walk among us. I might still be a monster, but I'm an evolving monster.
What are you doing?
Are you Dexter Morgan? It's me, your son.
Harrison.
I am recording this. Fair warning. Not really necessary. Look, Joe, 6 feet.
Me a home where the buffalo roam,
Is that praying?
where the deer and the antelope play,
How did we get here? And even worse, is it worth it?
where seldom
At the
is
cost of being at war with your neighbors?
a discouraging word,
That's why I'm running for mayor.
and the skies are not
Mayor of Eddington.
all day.
Thank you, super duper very much. I used to think that you were some big deal. But I am a much better human being than you.
Who are you talking to? There's nobody here.
Home, home on the range,
Husband, sheriff, mayor to be.
where the deer and the antelope
You want things simple and neat. We were in a fight against evil.
seldom is heard.
These are your streets. No, they're your streets to be safe.
You know how death works out.
People are gonna be looking here now.
Keep your own office going, but you're gonna run mine. So you vote Joe Cross, take back our community. Hell yeah. Save our soul. Your pain is not a coincidence. You are not a coincidence. We
Are not a coincidence.
We need to free each other's hearts.
You're the only one on stage with the Monsignor at the time of his killing. You're the only one at that church who hated his guts.
The spirit really moved him today, huh?
So tell me, what the hell happened?
Everyone thinks I did it. I didn't do it.
This goes way beyond normal police work. This is something you and I have not experienced. A perfectly impossible crime.
This case is solvable, right?
I'm incapable of not solving a crime. Oh, you'll see. It's fun.
Wicks had a vast family fortune.
If made public, can ruin people.
God forbid.
It is time to discover what this flock of wicked wolves is hiding.
There's some Scooby-Doo shit going on here.
Scooby-Doo. With all the pieces on the table, this crime appears impossible.
Makes me sick. These kids painting rocket ships all over his sacred resting place.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Thank you, Bill.
Yes, yes. Hey, Bobby, how's it going? Here, let me.
Pretty good. How are you?
There you go. Going okay. Going okay. You know, I was excited to get through Dexter New Blood, and I did, and that was the first thing I watched. Then got through Wake Up Dead Man, and then just earlier today watched Eddington, and
Well, mine was kind of like the same, but opposite for the latter two. I watched Dexter immediately after the show last week, and then I watched Eddington earlier this week, and I watched Wake Up Dead Man last night.
Yeah. Okay. So a little flip. I will say I did finish Wake Up Dead Man last night. I didn't quite get through all of it my first sitting, but I did wrap it up last night. Before I guess we get into it, we have news. I guess there was news last week. The news that came up freaking yesterday, which is why I almost was like, well, I went ahead and changed the schedule for next week to cover Princess Bride, and that's because Rob Reiner died, which I'll be honest was sad to hear, but like as a 78-year-old, I wasn't the most shocking thing I heard.
No, and then more details came out.
Yeah, then more details came out.
Went
Like,
from sad to
wait,
be horrifying. It's sad. It's a bummer. It sucks. There's no really. I mean, obviously, I think that immediately when this came to mind, Harry Met Sally and Spinal Tap, came to mind for me immediately, and and then just the realization, oh yeah, Princess Bride too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I did ask my channel what movie they would like us to cover. And I'll be honest, I forgot about Misery. Otherwise, that won't have been on there rather than A Few Good Men. But I don't think it mattered since Princess Bride absolutely dominated the poll.
No, I'm not surprised Princess Bride did.
Yeah. But so we'll cover that next week. It's probably my favorite one by him. But he's got a lot that I love.
I mean, even his cameos were awesome.
Yeah.
Like his cameo in Wolf of Wall Street is just...
Oh yeah, that is a good one. I just always remember his goofy cameo in "Throw Mama from the Train." That was just the publicist.
Oh my god, he was in that.
Yes.
Holy shit!
He was the dude who was the publicist for Billy Crystal, but because he never published anything, he became the publicist for his wife, who literally stole Billy Crystal's book. And it's like, oh my god. But yeah, no, he's one of those guys. Like, I wouldn't say I'm a fan of every single thing he's ever done, but I absolutely respect him, and he, in my opinion, has quite a bit more hits than misses.
Absolutely, absolutely has some hits.
And pretty much finding out that it's a homicide. He and his wife were both killed, multiple lacerations. I don't want to dive too deep into it since details aren't fully out.
Yeah.
It does look like it was probably somebody close to him, but we'll see.
That's what it's leaning. That's the person of interest that has been arrested at this point, and that's all that. And I believe charged. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if that's true, then this is like tragedy on top of tragedy. It's insane. And
what they know and what they're suspecting now, and I believe what other family told them to look in. Again, this is all stuff I've read. I have not heard anything confirmed, and I think at this point the only people who could really confirm it are the Los Angeles Police Department.
Yeah.
At this point, and the family's trust. But I think it was some sort of argument with their son.
Yeah.
That's what I understand of it now, and I understand their son has also struggled with addiction issues.
Yeah, mental health
since
issues
he was
as well.
And mental health issues since he was 15. So it's sad all the way around, and even like how you say, not everything that he made you thoroughly enjoyed as much as the rest.
Yeah.
And even so, there's some people in this world that you may not agree with. It's still no need to kick dirt on them, even in death.
Well, I mean, I know lots of people weren't a huge fan of Spinal Tap 2. I personally enjoyed it, and that's going to now be his final movie.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you know that they were making a plan next summer, next year.
yeah, I know that there were talks. I heard Rob Reiner did completely discount doing a third one.
They were going to do a concert film at Stonehenge.
Oh my god!
Like that would be pretty hilarious. I mean, I'd say like you really had to be a fan of the first one to really appreciate the second one.
Well, I think also like being aware of and enjoying just the Christopher Guest mockumentaries, because he really continued the tradition of doing that after Spinal Tap. And if you're a fan of those in general, you're going to enjoy Spinal Tap too just fine.
We should add those 4 to the, because he's made 4 total now.
Has he done?
Christopher?
I know.
Christopher Guest
I
has
don't
made
think I've
4.
seen them all. I think
He's
seen
done
like
a Mighty
Best in
Wind.
Show and Mighty
He did a Mighty
yeah.
Wind, Best in Show, Waiting for Guffman, and the 4th one was one that he made for Netflix called Mascots.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen.
Where it's like the Mascots convention. I watched it, and I'll admit I didn't have a lot of high hopes for it at the time, but I wouldn't go back to it, but of course I would for the show.
Yeah,
but like willingly out of those, and I would probably be quicker to watch Best a Mighty Wind or Best in Show again.
Yeah, I really enjoyed those two, which are the 2 I've seen. But
Waiting for Guffman is great, but I think like you got to know theater people to truly appreciate that one.
But if they we'll have to see. Like if they decide to do a third one, I'm sure Rob Reiner would be fine with Christopher Guest continuing it. But
if there's anybody who I feel it's
if they really want to continue
out
it,
of the 3.
Yeah.
But I would
It's
also
kind of up to
understand
the
if
3 guys.
I would also understand if they don't want to do it.
Absolutely.
Without him, I would completely.
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah, this is a bummer.
It's terribly tragic. It's
shitty.
Yeah. And kind of diving into that a little bit more, we aren't the only ones that decided to have a voice on this. This person, Donald J. Trump, decided to have a voice on this situation as well.
Fun connection fact. So that famous book he wrote, the Art of the Deal.
Oh, the one he pretends he wrote.
Yeah. Well, the photograph that was made of him or taken of him, that famous one of him for it, was photographed by Rian Reiner.
Oh, jeez.
Did you know that?
No, I did not. No,
she was the photographer. She was the photographer for that photo.
So here's what I want to say tweet, but like Truth, I don't know. Truth
Social.
Yeah. Here's the bullshit he wrote.
A post on his own website.
Yes. A very sad thing happened last night in Hollywood. Rob Reiner, a tortured and struggling but once very talented movie director and comedy star, has passed away, together with his wife Michelle, reportedly due to the anger he caused others through his massive, unyielding, and incurable affliction with a mind-crippling disease known as Trump derangement syndrome, sometimes referred to as TDS. He was well known to have driven people crazy by his raging obsession of President Donald J. Trump, with his obvious paranoia reaching new heights, as the Trump administration surpassed all goals and expectations of greatness. And with the golden age of America upon us, perhaps like never before, may Rob and Michelle rest in peace. God, just reading that. I'm like, fuck this guy.
I was gonna make a statement on behalf of our podcast in regards to that. Fuck him.
Yeah, just oh my fuck. Like just reading that, I'm like, the fuck is wrong with you?
Fuck him and his bruised hand.
So Rob Reiner, it was actually very politically vocal. He's pretty progressive dude. Pretty left leaning for the most part.
You do know who his father was, right?
Oh, Carl Reiner, of course.
And you know how quiet Carl kept when it came to politics.
Well, yeah. So yeah. I mean, Rob Reiner's first big claim to fame was an actor on a little show called freaking Own the Family, which is a very political show. And frankly,
with modern conservative icon Archie Bunker, which if you think about it, Archie was pretty woke.
Yeah. Well, no, like that's the thing. Like if you're watching that show and you're thinking, oh, this Archie Bunker fellow, he really speaks my language. That show's making fun of you, by the way.
He's playing the joke.
Yeah,
Like,
Carol O'Connor, like if you see him in interviews and stuff, does not sound like Archie Bunker at all.
He is, the guy himself is far from Archie Bunker.
No. So yeah, it's one of those classic sitcoms that I hugely respect, and it does kind of drive me nuts how people misrepresent it all the time. Because
there's people who also there's people who also, modern day MAGAs who think Carlin would agree with them.
Dude, and it's like you haven't listened to George Carlin's stand-up if you think he's MAGA at all.
My favorite thing whenever I would see it is I would share a GIF that exists of Carlin, and it's him walking and say, boy, these conservatives really are something, aren't they?
Yeah.
And it's also from one of my favorite bits of his.
Yeah. Listen, man, George Carlin wasn't any fan of like the Democrat representatives, as I largely aren't either. But yeah. Listen, man, I don't like claiming people after they're dead because that's what the other side does. And, he's dead. We shouldn't really be doing that. That being said, like, just judging from his performances, he doesn't come off like a conservative at all.
No, he also feels like, I'm sure he would hate this whole nationalist thing too as well.
Yes, very much so.
Like, as I always say, like, this is the shit Frank Zappa warned us about.
Mm-hmm. Oh God, there were so many people warning us about this shit, and we just
Frank was saying it was one of his biggest fears. Of people like, "Oh, Mr. Zappa, you can't be serious." And he's like, "No, I'm very serious about this." Like,
but Rob Reiner, legend, directed just some amazing movies.
Somebody, let's see, Nate here asked, what was our favorite Reiner film? Or do we feel is his best? Oh, Harry Met Sally.
I think if we're judging rewatchability, it's probably Princess Bride.
That or When Harry Met Sally. I feel like that.
But When Harry Met Sally is really good, and I'm not even a fan of romantic comedies. And that
I'm not either.
solid.
But what I feel about that is like whenever I think of a romantic comedy, I think of that.
Yeah, it's a good point.
I associate that immediately. Like I associate the soup scene, the very like even like all the different times of like them talking and reconnecting through the years, and just that whole archetype of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's the perfect prototype for it.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, the cool things about that movie is like so much. It's about their relationship, but it's about how. It's a friendship. It's a really long-standing friendship that just they keep on re-encountering each other and reigniting their friendship before it becomes anything greater than that. And honestly,
I had seen almost every single like Billy Crystal movie, like like City Slickers and like even Sleepless in Seattle and the other ones that he'd made. That was like the last one out of all of them that I had seen. Yeah, like When Harry Met Sally. That was the last one. Then that one also made me a fan of Rob Reiner.
But but like I do think that movie makes a good point about how the people, a lot of times the best relationships come from friendships because that's where a lot of this has to start. If you're not friends with the person you're intimate with, its ability to be long-standing isn't great. I'm not saying it's impossible, but you kind of need friendship there. You need.
Yeah, he did. Yes,
that
is true.
And,
North is
North
is a great movie.
No, I haven't seen it, but I've heard.
I mean, it's Elijah Wood, man.
Yeah. And Paul, I actually am a little bit disappointed too, because that's the one I was trying to think of, because I put A Few Good Men up there because that's the one I could think of. But I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of Few Good Men, but Misery, I definitely want to revisit Misery. That being said, I don't think it matters.
I'll say this: A Few Good Men is one of the. There's a few different Tom Cruise movies I could watch and actually enjoy, and it's The Firm, A Few Good Men.
A Few Good Men. If nothing else, that Jack Nicholson courtroom scene is like it's been memed to death, but there's a reason it's so well done. And
well, also, I mean, Jack.
Yeah.
He's fucking great in that movie.
He owns that scene.
And also, Bacon is fucking great in that movie too.
Mm-hmm. But if I'm judging,
Misery is also great.
Misery's good. I think
Kathy fucking Bates.
Yeah, I think my favorite's got to be Princess Bride. Although Spinal
Princess
Tap's a major
Bride
contender for me as well.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, Spinal Tap. It's hard to pick my favorite because there's also Stand By Me.
Yep, Stand By Me is classic. I grew up on that one.
Yeah,
that like there's lots of those movies where it was like coming of age stories, but that one I feel like had more balls than your average one because it went to dark places.
I mean, yeah. Well, also a lot of that goes to. Well, I don't know how much credit would go to Stephen King because, I mean, if he's not above a child orgy scene in a book, I'm pretty sure he's not above talking about suicide and death with characters that are children.
Listen, we're not going to talk about the child orgy, okay?
We're not going to talk about. I'm merely using it as a point of reference.
It was not adapted in the movie.
I can't imagine why it was cut.
Yeah, gee whiz.
Like. And I thought this was supposed to be a faithful adaptation. Like, I'll admit, in the newer one, there was a minute where I go, they're not going to fucking do it, are they?
Yeah, please don't do it.
There was a minute.
Do that. Don't do that.
First, and I was like, are you fucking serious? Are they really going to? No.
But rest in peace, Rob Reiner. And we'll talk more about him next week with
and we'll
Princess
probably
Bride.
We'll probably try and fit more of his work in here just to pay tribute to the man throughout, because I mean, next week we're going to talk about Princess Bride, and that's through a miscommunication. I thought we were going to be talking about it today, so I watched it.
Yeah, I didn't have time
early today.
Yeah.
So it's still super fresh.
You're ahead of the curve.
I'll just have to watch it again. Oh no, I'll have to watch.
Oh no, you
my
have
favorite
to watch Princess Bride. What
I'll
misery!
have to watch my wife's favorite movie. Oh no.
But to get into today's topics, we have the second half of Dexter: New Blood.
My wife just said it was the greatest movie of all time, which it is.
Yeah. It is genuinely a lot of fun, and I will. I guess we're just for a moment on Princess Bride. I will say I've read the book.
Paul, you should watch it. It's a great movie.
Yeah, that's one of the few times where I'd say
no need to be ashamed. Hey, I was like 23 the first time I watched it, so it's not one that I grew up on or anything. Like I definitely grew up watching Spinal Tap.
Mm-hmm. You see, actually, Spinal Tap I didn't see until I was a teenager, so it's kind of flipped for me. I grew up with Princess Bride, but I saw Spinal Tap when I was a teenager.
My wife and I were talking about this earlier, why it is like the greatest movie, because it has action, adventure, romance, fantasy, like a long distance journey for it, and heartwarming moments, sad moments, great epic tales. Like it has every element of every story to make it awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Peter Falk is the grandfather.
I mean, Peter Falk is great, isn't he?
True.
Like, I don't care what it is. He walks on the screen, I go, fuck yes. Don't care. Don't care.
I mean, dude, I will watch any Columbo mystery just for his performance. Because I love it, man. Shit.
Isn't that peculiar? But I don't even think Peter Falk could save Dexter New Blood, because this second half was a little underwhelming. Underwhelming.
I will actually go out and say I think outside there's definitely some wonky writing, but I think if you look at episodes 4 through 9, I think there's a potentially solid Dexter season here.
There's a great Dexter season in between episodes 4 and 9.
Yeah.
When it deals with like the main, I guess, case.
Yeah.
As it would be normally.
Mm-hmm.
Which
And
I kind of like how they still fit the same narrative style of storytelling throughout how the original series did, which each season. But instead of most of it taking place at his job, which was a police station doing forensics, like I like how they kind of still tied it with him dating the chief of police.
Yes.
I kind of feel it's a little bit of a cop out in the end. No pun intended.
Well,
no pun intended, but
I actually like the Harrison stuff when he starts realizing that I need to sit down and talk to him, like seriously, and
when they had that serious talk.
Yeah, I actually liked that. Although I was a bit torn on him, like really, like, oh yeah, here's a kill I'm doing, Harrison. But I did feel like, hey, I have issues too, which is why therapy is important for us, which I thought it made more sense. But
I was kind of on board with him being open and honest with him.
Yeah,
about everything.
To be honest,
not completely everything, but even like the stuff where Deb was interjecting. And it's just even like after she first interjected, even like what he said, like, yeah, I'm kind of on board with the spirit here, dude. What the fuck? Like, you don't need to tell him everything. And then he's like, here's how we stalk. Oh my God, we're actually doing this.
Yeah, he went too far. Well, like that's part of the issue. Like, I have no problem with him telling him about this, but like also recognizing, like, you know, this is something we have to work on, you know, and I'm going to work on it with you. We both have this. We both have this darkness, you know.
I also feel like he should have been honest about Trinity right out of the gate.
Yep. And I, you know, and even saying
about that,
I would be fine with him saying, listen, this is a darkness we have to. Oh, go ahead, Bobby.
I felt the time of when he told him was really now we're telling him.
Yeah,
this
that was a bit late in my opinion, but
after you already killed the guy, like.
But like to me, it would have made more sense if he essentially was like, hey, we have this darkness within us. Occasionally I will let it out because, you know, kind of shit needs to get done sometimes. But for the most part, we need to work on this. You know, that this is not something to let out regularly. This is just something that we work on together. And I think that could have been really good bonding. And
taking him hunting would have been the best thing for that.
Yeah.
Similar
The way they dive into that immediately was a little disconcerting in my opinion. No.
Yeah, how Harry did it with him when he was little, and then you know, through those flashbacks of the season or of the original run, you know, we see Harry saying to him, like, well, you know, that's just it, you know, I noticed that wasn't satisfying you enough. I wasn't ready for you to I would have never made you jump to the next level. Anything. I went, well, you see, Harry, maybe you should have changed the stakes. Maybe you should have started going after things that could have killed him.
Yeah. And the other thing is like,
as much as I hate to say it, big game hunting.
Yeah. But like throughout a lot of this season, part of me was kind of yelling at Dexter, like, you need to sit down and talk with Harrison. And I was also saying, you need to sit down and talk to Angela or break up with her. And, you know, essentially with both of them, sit down and say, this is no holds bar. I'll be 100% honest with any question you ask me. And with Angela, especially, if he's not comfortable opening up with her with that, end it. Call it quits. And I would 100% understand not being comfortable with that. With Harrison, you kind of have no choice. With Angela, you know, it's kind of like, what do you want to do?
When she
do you want to continue this? Do you want to?
When she started sniffing around, that's I
and we haven't even gotten to the stuff that really pisses me off yet.
I hate that it's been spoiled for me with the next season. But it was nice to see another Batista, you know, cameo, because he was my favorite secondary character.
He was a great character in the old series, man. He was like the nicest guy ever. It was ridiculous.
Legit nice dude.
Although it did, you know what frustrated me? They have that cameo, but then do nothing with it. I guess they
even like
followed up in Resurrection. But yeah,
I hope so.
Yeah, they teased a meeting, but like it never happened. So
because I'm presuming Resurrection takes place in New York City.
I'm either guess New York
or Los Angeles.
Yeah, because they tease Los Angeles, which is why I wasn't sure. However, I mean, I guess we can get into the parts I really dislike. Well, he does die at the end of this, because essentially I feel like a lot of this season
die.
Well, yeah. It's meant to be another ending. However, I would argue the ending of this is much worse than the ending of the original series, which I have issues with. But like, this ending was about like rewriting a lot of his history and a lot of who he was, just to make him just a serial killer again. Essentially, yeah, it was really frustrating. Really,
I didn't care for that either. I kind of was like, you're taking away everything that made this character unique. Like,
I like that he was growing as a person throughout the original series. I like how he was realizing that, he loved Rita, he loved Harrison, he loved Deb. I liked how he was realizing that those feelings weren't
Oscar
fake.
and Cody, he loved them. Like, they love me. He's like, it's the weirdest thing. Their faces light up when they see me, even Harrison's. I've never had that feeling. And he's like talking about that, and it's like, yes, this is growth, and this is what we like. And Trinity sent him back down on that dark path, which in that psyche, which also, for the following season where he's killing the guys who were, taking the girls in barrels. That's I'm okay. With all that.
That's part of why I like that season, because that was also the season where like he goes back on the dark path, and then like
doesn't kill indiscriminately, but he's definitely making it make a point. And it's
but
all
then at the end where like I always remember this moment where the Julia Stiles character essentially says, yeah, I'm done. After she gets her revenge, she's like, I'm done. I don't want to continue doing this. And just him looking at the plate and his reflection of himself and just realizing that it disgusts him and that he's not happy with what he's done. I thought that was real growth, and it was really interesting way to explore the character. And like the last episode or two of this, maybe even the last 3 or 4, there's little hints that they're reversing that. In that last episode, they just completely fucking reverse it and say, no, he's a serial killer. He only maybe cares about Harrison, and that's it. Pisses me off no end.
Yeah.
But like, I will say they had him do an action here that I did not feel like Dexter would ever do. But also,
what?
They did it just so they could excuse the ending. And spoiler, it's when he kills Logan. That felt really wildly out of character for me.
And I mean, if they would, or if anyone would casually say, well, LaGuardia, I'm like, no, technically Deb killed LaGuardia.
I was about to say Deb killed LaGuardia. He wasn't willing to kill her. He wasn't willing to kill Dokes either. He was talking about how he would have to let Dokes free, and then that's it for him.
Yeah.
He was looking for an excuse to kill him, looking for some reason that Dokes met the code. He was like, he fucking doesn't. I'm going to have to let him know, and that's the end of me. Then,
like, even Dokes was willing to it's like, I can't let it slide, but I can just leave here and never come back to Miami.
Yeah.
Like, which honestly surprised me that Dokes was wanting to do that.
But
I've heard rumor that he makes a cameo as a tortured soul that haunts Dexter in this new series.
That could be fun. I mean,
I'm just waiting for the surprise motherfucker.
Yeah, the Doke stuff in the first 2 seasons was like, he was a frustrating character, but he was an entertaining character too. He kind of worked perfectly on that balance.
I saw an interview with that guy where he talked about that line. They just told him, like, say something you do if like you caught someone in like, the heat of the moment. How do you think Dokes would like what he would say to him? And
he nailed it.
Yeah, and he just said, like, I just said the line thinking, whatever. And we just continued on. Nobody thought anything of it that day, it was just the scene. And no one thought it would blow up the way it did.
But yeah, so I feel like this series does a lot to undo what Dexter does.
I do too. And I just
as much as I have issues with the original series finale, I get why they had to do Resurrection after this, because I think this finale is just much worse.
I don't think he would have ever done anything to harm Harrison. I think he would have probably abandoned him again before doing anything harmful to him. Which honestly, I was kind of just waiting for that to happen. Or at least him try to run away and Harrison stop him. They get into a fight and he accidentally kills him, is really what I thought was going to happen. But I was obviously dead wrong.
I mean, like I said, the Logan thing really pissed me off
That pissed me off too.
Because this is a dude who's willing to go to prison rather than kill somebody who doesn't meet the code, and then like all of a sudden, because he suddenly feels the need to meet up with Harrison, he's willing to kill Logan, and he treats it so nonchalantly too. Whereas in my head, I'm like, the fuck, like that person does not meet your code, Dexter. Why did you fucking kill him?
Like, you could have just knocked him out, dude. Like,
yeah, he is so nonchalant about it. He's like, hey, yeah, no, I did it because I don't care. And it's like, so we're just undoing all your character growth you've done over fucking 9 seasons now. Great, good job, good writing.
Yeah, that also really pissed me off.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest, I kind of was like done. I don't care.
Oh yeah, no, I'll be honest.
I think I fired on my Xbox.
I was getting
just
really
had it on the
frustrated,
background, and was just,
kind of seeing where the finale was going because I didn't like where it was going. But then after the Logan thing, I was like, "Fuck, okay, I'm in it for the end now." But fuck this, fuck this series. So yeah, like I said, I don't think this is all bad. I think there's a good Dexter season in this.
Yeah, all the stuff with Clancy Brown.
Yeah,
that's
classic
great.
Dexter stuff. Yeah,
yeah, and he played the perfect bad guy. However, like I said, like we said last week, I knew it was him when they first showed him in the ski mask because I know that brow.
Well, I mean,
know that face. I mean, that skull. That face.
I mean, I will say that, like, I brought up like the rich guy possibly being it, and I just thought they could have played a bit more of who it is. Like, you know, maybe make it more obviously the rich guy, and then have it obviously Clancy Brown because it's Clancy Brown,
and then just have the rich guy be the next guy killed by him.
Potentially, but they just forget about the rich guy. Like he's
Red
there,
hair.
He's kind of a dick, and then he's gone, and they do nothing with it.
Yeah, he's gone then, you know. Yeah.
It's like brilliant writing again, guys.
Well, you see, this hurricane came, and you know, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll admit, I kind of, for an episode, I legit thought that podcaster character got the fuck out of town.
I assume she did too. I actually
after that first encounter, like even she was like, yeah, that was like, you know, wake up call, and I'm that. And
I mean, there was that bit where like Dexter saves her life by like interrupting him while he shows her
when she was
the cabin. Yeah, and like there's that moment where she's like wondering, like, did he just save my life? You know, essentially. Which he did. Which it still frustrates me because that felt like more of a Dexter thing.
And even like that moment totally did feel like a Dexter thing. And even as much as that eye roll Batman line was, I hated that line.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you? Did you? What'd you think of it?
Which Batman line?
The one where Harrison compared him to like Batman.
Oh, yeah, it was
that was.
It's like, well, there is a specific code that Dexter has, and a specific code that Batman have that don't fit at all.
There's one aspect to it. They're mostly, they're for the most part similar.
Yeah, they're both vigilantes. I'll give them that.
Yes. But you know, Dexter has more common with Charles Bronson's vigilante character, Paul Kersey.
Yeah, Batman has a no-kill rule. Dexter,
he'll beat the ever-living unmerciful shit out of you.
Yes. Oh yeah. Mm.
Like he will give like an ass whooping of unmerciful levels, but kill you?
Yeah.
No.
Except
for that one guy in Batman Returns. He killed that guy.
Oh well, Tim Burton Batman, Zack Snyder Batman absolutely kills. Those are exceptions.
Well, Zack Snyder's also has a machine gun, and Paul Kent tells young Superman to kill a bus full of children.
Yes, because Zack Snyder's so skilled at superhero movies, right, guys?
And also, he's very skilled at making Star Wars. I mean, Rebel Moon.
Fuck. Oh my god.
Anyway.
For what it's worth, Dexter New Blood is much better than Rebel Moon, but
Yes, it is. It's better than most anything Zack
So
Snyder's ever
frustrating.
done. Oh God. Hey, at least I'm gonna raise my cup of water here and just say at least we won't believe that the Snyderverse is coming back.
Sure. No, I did see a funny troll post saying Netflix has agreed. Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 is now in production with James Gunn writing and directing it.
That's great.
It's
great.
Yep. But yeah, Dexter New Blood, unbelievably disappointing. But there's still good Dexter stuff in here.
Wait, Clancy Brown voiced Batman?
Yeah, it seems familiar.
I'm gonna have to find that.
There's lots of people who voiced.
There's a lot of great people who have voiced. I mean, the goat.
Well, Kevin Conroy is. You're never gonna beat him. But there's been people who do solid stuff.
There's been some solid ones.
Mm-hmm.
Really good ones, even some great Jokers. I think I'm trying to think of the actor's name. Michael Dorff? Yeah, the guy who played Commander Worf.
Oh, Michael Dorn?
Dorn, yeah. The one he did, his turn as Joker, or am I thinking of somebody else? Was it a Star Trek actor who did him?
I don't know.
It
doesn't.
I think it was.
I mean, Mark Hamill's the famous one.
The one with dreadlocks.
I don't think I've seen that one.
I don't know. I think it was Batman Beyond.
Yeah, it does seem familiar that Michael C. Hall also did Batman at some point.
I mean, that would also... He could definitely do the brooding Dark Knight.
Oh, yeah. But yeah.
Honestly, Clancy Brown, I think he would make a great casting for Kevin Michael. It was Kevin Michael Richards. I'm thinking of someone else.
Oh, okay.
Never mind. I'm thinking of somebody else.
Well, he's a good voice actor as well.
He is a great voice actor.
Yeah. But yeah, New Blood, super disappointing. I think it had potential.
It did. It definitely had some great potential, but I don't know.
It's just posters at this point. But yeah. Cool. Anyhow, I think it's great they got Clancy Brown to play the villain because he's always a great fucking villain. So.
I mean, it's yeah.
Yeah. Real son of a bitch. And yeah, I am happy when Dexter finally gets him because it's like, yes, those are the best Dexter kills where it's like, fuck yeah.
Where it's just more like you just see him go about fucking time.
Yeah.
I mean, the tease we got of him hitting the drug dealer or the middleman with it was just about finally we're in episode, 5 and you haven't killed anybody again. There's only been one kill this entire season.
Yeah, no, I want to say there was 2 kills in the first half this season, and then the second half, I want to say 3 or 4. There's a lot more in the second half.
Yeah.
Although I will say, the clown was one I did not see happening because that just was introduced in episode 9, and boom, he's dead. Before we even. He's dead before the beginning of the episode. We're just seeing flashbacks on that one, which felt a little out of place and a little confused as the time period that happens between episode 8 and 9. And then, Logan just pissed me off still.
Yeah, that one really... That was dumb.
Yeah, it was just done to excuse Harrison killing his dad. Which obviously that's not going to stick, which thank God, because what a terrible ending.
Because Harrison did end up calling his dad out because that doesn't fit the code.
No.
What are you doing?
And Dexter damn well knows that, and I can't believe he did it without caring. It's not like his character. But yeah. Anything you want to add, or are you ready to dive into Eddington?
Yeah, let's dive into the possible documentary of any small town in middle America during 2020. God, this was a weird movie.
Yeah, another serial killer movie unexpectedly? No.
I don't know. I don't know, because I really don't feel we got an answer on who really killed Pedro.
Oh, it was Joe. We saw him outside. It was dark, but we saw him outside. I don't know.
I know. I know.
He like, I'll be honest, like, okay, I guess we'll dive into the story here because oh my god, this is so. At first, this takes place in 2020. I want to say May 2020. So COVID is just kind of breaking out and mass mandates are happening, and we're following Joe Cross, as played by Joaquin Phoenix. Is one of these guys who doesn't like wearing a mask because it's tough for him to breathe, which FYI is bullshit, but you know, I don't know. Like, it was one of those things that was kind of annoying me because it's like, listen, you don't want to wear a mask, just sucked up when you go shopping. I'm not even picky about outside, but like when you're indoors, wear a mask. But like he's like, I don't, you know, I have trouble breathing. I don't think I should wear a mask. And Pedro Pascal, as the mayor, is saying, hey, you know, you should wear a mask. And it's almost at the beginning set up to be almost kind of, I was expecting it to be more kind of like a dual thing where we're following the sheriff and the mayor as they're coming at this at different angles, being driven at different directions. But it's not that, because Pedro Pascal's role quickly diminishes and it becomes all about Joe Cross, Joaquin Phoenix, who is essentially going down the alt-right pipeline, I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like
not as fast as his wife, by the way, but she's going full cult member on it, and he's
she went
not
like
quite there, but
full tinfoil.
Yeah,
by halfway through this movie.
Mm-hmm. And like he's living with his wife and his mother-in-law, and his mother-in-law is even trying to push a lot of the conspiracy theory stuff, and even she doesn't end up going as far as his wife does, who leaves him
for a cultist.
Yeah, for a cultist. And all of this leads into the Joe Cross character kind of going insane, and to a degree, I get it, but like he's dealing with that guy that breaks into the bar, and I'll be honest, I was not expecting him to just execute the guy. Like, it was like, whoa, wait, what? No. What movie am I watching?
Like,
so lots, like I've seen lots of people
I don't
call
know,
this, like,
Nate.
a modern day Western, which
no, it's not. No,
I don't know.
No.
I would say there's elements, but
there's elements of it. Just because I think they're saying it just because it's so much of a small town and focused around two people within the small town.
Although, again, Pedro Pascal's role is not actually that big in this movie.
He's hardly in it at all.
Yeah.
He was in The Last of Us season 2 more than he is this.
Yeah. Yes, he was.
And not in just flashback scenes.
And yeah, he is like essentially getting upset with all the mask mandates and stuff like that. Joe Cross decides he's going to run for mayor against Pedro Pascal's mayor. That's a large part of the driving part of maybe like the first hour of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, like,
and then that's right around the time that Pedro Pascal's character gets iced, and
yeah. So yeah.
Well, I guess we can't say that anymore. Nick's, so he gets shot.
Yeah,
but
again, another thing that shocked me, because he was just talking to his son, sitting and watching TV, and then all of a sudden there's a fucking gunshot and there's a fucking hole in his chest. It's like, okay, movie.
The fuck, and then you see the kid running, and then you just hear like more shots, and then thud, and go, wow, okay, movie, shit.
Yeah. So like when Pedro, like in that scene too, like I feel like it'd been a moment since we'd seen Pedro Pascal's character.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, so I imagine they're going to transfer over to him, and we're going to see a bit more of the other side.
My instant reaction was kind of more like, oh yeah, that's right, Pedro's in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I guess not.
I will say, like, none of the characters here are perfect, but probably Pedro's the one I sympathize with the best in this movie.
Yeah.
Like, he's not perfect at all. I don't agree with everything he does in this movie, but like, he's definitely doing better than Joe Cross is. I mean, holy crap! And that's part of the issue with this movie. Like, our protagonist is like someone that I just go from liking less and less throughout the movie until like we get to like the last hour where I just absolutely dislike him, and I'm just almost waiting for it to end because I just do not like him at all. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm not even sure. I've seen some people describe it as a satire, and I don't know. It's tough to describe exactly what this movie is. It's insane. I will absolutely say that. But yeah, okay, we just have behind the scenes stuff. Angelina Jolie is not in this, by the way. Emma Stone is the wife, by the way, which man,
Wait a minute,
she's insane.
why is Angelina Jolie popping up for it?
I don't know, but I mean, I assume just because she did the was at the premiere, but yeah, yeah, no, it's pretty much about how COVID made people go insane, and I'll be honest, like this ends with like a big shootout, and until it was firmly confirmed, until it was confirmed that it wasn't just Joe Cross going insane, I thought maybe he was just going insane, just shooting up everything and just thinking there's a shooter after him. Because a lot of the stuff that happens to him is like so well calculated that it's like that can't actually happen, right? He's got to be imagining it, like the explosion happening to his one officer and fucking up the other one, and lighting up the desert so it says no peace. I'm like, that is like a massive undertaking. Is he just imagining this shit?
Yeah, this was. There was a few points within this where I was just kind of watching it and just going like, "The fuck am I watching? Like,
yeah,
what the fuck is this?" I don't know. It was weird because like it's obviously a movie looking back at that period of time.
Yes.
But I feel it's a period of time that a lot of people are having like it seems like it was yesterday.
It feels like it was yesterday and 20 years ago. It's a weird period of time.
It's like it's a weird time fog sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it's just I just feel like this is a really, Joaquin did this movie in 1998. Have you ever heard? It's called Clay Pigeons. Did you ever hear about it?
No, I'm not familiar.
So like here, I would always catch it, but like here, let me just. So this guy Clay, his friend.
If you have a link or something, you can hit present underneath and then just add it, and then I can add it.
Okay, let me do that. That's probably easier. Well, I'm just gonna read the synopsis off Wikipedia. I rush. Actually, yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest, I'm kind of happy I watched this just so I know, because I've heard a lot about this movie and I just kind of wanted to check it out. I have no plans to ever revisit it.
No, neither do I.
Unless for some reason this movie piqued your interest, I won't recommend it. Because it is batshit. And like, I guess if you're on board with a protagonist that you absolutely will hate at the end, sure. But like, yeah, I hated him at the end. And like I couldn't even be happy that his wife left him, because she's fucking, I hate her too. But
yeah, she was that was Emma Stone. She was kind of terrible.
Yeah. And the mother-in-law was terrible too. The only thing I think that she did was somewhat respectable was take care of him after he got all messed up, which, spoiler, Joe Cross is really messed up at the end of this movie. I don't really have any sympathy for him at all, especially if some of the shit he was doing as like as the shooters were after him. Like he just had that giant gun and was just blazing it all across town pretty fucking blindly, which was. And another thing that made me think like it was imaginary was that like he had a shooter after him that could barely hit him, but like anybody else around him could one shot like easily. And I was like, that something's not calculating here. And I guess at the end of the day, like it wasn't his imagination. Somebody was shooting at him, but like it's just insane. Like this is an insane movie. I don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah, this movie was insane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How?
So I guess the long in the tooth of this is Joaquin plays his lead Clay, and his friend dies mysteriously, and it's kind of made to look like Clay might have killed him. But once he just starts hanging around, suspicious people show up, and it's almost kind of like bodies start piling up. It's a whole conspiracy thing. But Vince Vaughn actually killed them, and yeah, this is a wild movie. But I just always remember it as just a bunch of crazy shit happens to Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Well,
I think
can see
like
how editing might remind you of that, because there's a lot of that here too.
Yeah. And I would rather watch Clay Pigeons again.
Doesn't surprise me. Clay Pigeons, I imagine, is at least shorter. This is a 2.5 hour movie. Although I will say the next movie we were about ready to talk about is pretty much equal in length, but like
it did not
so much better. So much better.
Did not feel like it. No, we saved the best for the end.
Yeah, are we ready to move on to the last
Yeah,
one?
let's do.
Not the final. The third movie in Rian Johnson's Whodunit Benoit Blanc trilogy. Although I think he's signed on to do more, which I am 100% on board with. Wake Up Dead Man. Just out of the way, like I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. Honestly, in this trilogy, I think the original one might be my least favorite, but yeah, I really enjoyed what they did with this. And while like Glass Onion was more about like making fun of like the rich, this one's more about cults. And uses religion to explore those cults. Take that way you will. Take them that way.
Yeah, take that as any sort of interpretation.
Yeah,
as to whatever Rian Johnson was trying to say with this.
I mean, I will say that the Judd, who is the main character besides Blanc that we follow, is a very religious fellow, and he seemed like a very nice guy. That being said, it also makes it very clear that Blanc is very much not religious.
Yeah. He did not mince his words about it at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll admit, even watching it, I was going, fuck. I mean, I have my thoughts, but shit, dude. Okay.
Yeah. He is not a fan at all.
I mean, I get it. I get it. But dude, like, you're in his house. Just a little respect.
But yeah, a lot of it.
I do find it funny that not only did he say that, he said that in a church too.
Yeah, he did because he did not care.
That I just found like, oh, that is so on brand for him.
But yeah, a lot of it is about a lot of the movies about introducing
crazy ass Josh Brolin.
Yeah, Josh Brolin, who very much cultivates a cult-like following. Pretty much what he does to get everybody on board is whenever there's like a new person comes in, he shits on them. Kind of indirectly, but shits on them. So it makes it clear that who he's talking about until they leave. And it kind of ferments the other people who are in the church, the long-standing, recurring people. Like, well, you know, I'm better than them type deal. Really fucked up stuff. But anyways, like Judd, who's the main character, second main character, however you want to consider it. He's sent to work in Josh Brolin's church as like the second guy in charge. And they have a lot of conflicts about how he runs the church because Josh Brolin is a very divisive figure. And spoiler alert, he is the murder they're solving.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's lots of illusions about him being, you know, a cult-like figure. In fact, there's one of the characters who's on here who posts like his sermons on his channel, and one of them has a freaking has a thumbnail of like of the Josh Brolin character all fake muscly and stuff like that, which is obviously an allusion to someone else.
I noticed that.
Which I appreciated.
Hilarious.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised the Chuds haven't jumped on this one harder, although they probably will. There's plenty for them to sink their teeth into on this one.
That would require them to actually watch it.
That's true. That's true. Well, I mean, I will say the grifters will watch it if they think that'll make them money.
Oh, so at least they'll have some of their time in their life filled with some really great media. I just only wish that they could truly appreciate it for just what it is great media, and not trying to psychoanalyze it.
But yeah, no, I mean, like all these movies, there's a huge cast of characters. I obviously Ryan
So-
Johnson borrows from Agatha Christie a lot in kind of how he does this, but I
And-
appreciate that. Yeah,
But he also tells his own story, which is
Oh, yeah.
really what I appreciate the most.
it's a modern spin on it, very much. It's he borrows ideas from Agatha Christie, but like it's obviously his own thing. It's a whole new mystery.
Yeah, it's like his take on it. Definitely,
It's a spiritual successor, best way to describe it.
Yeah, but he's kind of just like writing his own Inspector
Mm-hmm.
series, and they got this one, which I was so happy with, like all the characters and like the cast in this, because there's some great actors in this.
Dude, like yeah. Obviously we already brought up Josh Brolin, but we get Glenn
fucking
Close. We get Thomas Hayden Church, we get Kerry Washington, we get Jeremy Renner, we get Andrew Scott, we get this one woman who I can never think of the name of, but like she was in the last Alien movie. She seems to be kind of a rising star going on, but like, yeah, they're all great.
She was in Romulus. Holy shit, she was in Romulus.
Yep.
Whole time I'm like, I know she looks familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Where I can't place. What do I know her from?
Actually,
I figured something from the show. Something from the show.
Kaylee Spinney, something. I'm terrible with names, but I mean they're all great.
Yeah. Well, I'll admit, Glenn Close just hamming it up through this.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I was dying laughing.
No, both Glenn Close and Josh Brolin hammed up quite a bit in this movie, and I thoroughly enjoy it.
No, like the first scene with him and then him talking and going, so he's chewing scenery in this.
Oh god, yeah.
This is going to be beautiful. Awesome.
I
So,
mean, there's
that this is every take where he's just doing this and he's saying the most crazy stuff he can, and it's really not, he's not trying to get the other guy to laugh. He's just seeing how far he can go before he can laugh.
Well, I mean,
that first one, I think, man, I could tell a few times he's trying not to crack a smile, but you see a little smirk pop up.
there's the thing where he's kind of fucking around with the other father, kind of putting him in his place by doing confessions, and every confession is him just describing all the times he's masturbated in the past week. It's like,
and then
going into
out.
detail about each and every one. And yeah,
then holding his hand out and not breaking eye contact.
It's like, oh my god. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this, and yeah, like I said, like it's got a long runtime, but once you get like probably like a half hour or so into this, you're pretty much on board for the rest.
Yeah, once it really gets rolling, and this is even before the murder. Like, we're just kind of getting a good idea of like the characters, like Benoit Blanc has not shown up in this movie until about almost an hour into it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing. Like, Daniel Craig always gets the first credit in these movies, and you could argue he's like a co-star, but almost always there's like a new character who is kind of the lead. In the first one, it was Anna de Armas's character. In the second one, it was Janelle Monáe's character. And then in this one, it's the priest who was right there, Josh O'Connor character.
Who was really good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this.
I also I really kind of like how that how it opened up with him just punching a deacon, no context whatsoever. I mean, well, the context he said something grossly inappropriate.
Yeah, no, it was one of those things where it's like, well, I don't know if I want to have done that, but I get it.
If it warranted you, a man of the cloth, to hit him.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we didn't bring up like Jeffrey Wright doesn't have a huge role in this, but like he's another priest that works with Father Judd here. I thoroughly enjoy him as well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, even his look. No one's mad that you hit him. In fact, we're applauding it.
Yeah,
privately.
Mm-hmm. We have to punish you somehow, but like behind the scenes, we are not. Unhappy.
We are so happy that you did that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he has this way of just saying flat out what he really thinks, even though, like, hey, I'm not really a fan of what we have to do. In fact, I am a fan of what you did.
We all are.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
no secret he's an asshole.
Yeah, it's just a great cast. You can definitely tell Daniel Craig has so much fun in these movies.
He was having, and he did great in this one too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
This is one role that, like, I hope he doesn't get tired of playing this character, because I enjoy it every time.
Well, I mean, he always talked about how much he hated playing James Bond, and to a degree you could tell, but kind of worked for the character as well. But like, that's not the same vibe I get from him in these movies. In these movies, I just get the vibe that he has fun with this character. It's, and yeah, this is a fun movie. And I appreciate how it kind of takes a look at cults. And it's also a good mystery as well, because there's a little bit there where it even had me wondering, wait, is Josh Brolin really dead? And that's a huge part of the mystery as well. Because yeah, I don't really feel like this is much a spoiler, because they foreshadow it hard. They show like the place where Josh Brolin's going to be married, the tomb, the mausoleum, yeah. And they go into detail about how the door would take like huge construction equipment to open from the outside, but the inside you could almost just tap it and it'll open. It's like, well, that's going to come into play at some point. And it does.
I felt like if it was a Wayne's World movie, they'd walk away looking. That is a very odd bit of information they shared with us, isn't it?
Well, they do kind of cover it up. So I think a second later is when the Glenn Close character comes out, and it's like, wow, I can't believe they defiled this by paying all these rocket ships on here. When obviously,
clearly,
but yeah, you just get Tom Hanks, Church, and I think his father Judd just give each other a knowing look, just like, sure.
Yeah, rocket ships.
Yeah, definitely rocket ships, yeah.
It's like, hurry up, paint it.
Before she puts together. But yeah.
Oh, no, but there was so many moments with how she just was overacting, and I figured it was like the character herself was doing that.
Yeah.
To play, and she's old and nutty. When really, in fact, she has it all very much together and is quite manipulative and evil in this, which is, I'll be honest, my favorite Glenn Close. Evil Glenn Close.
That's the thing. Like, I think all the actors had fun with this, and it really comes across on screen, because this is a fun movie to watch, and it's also fun to figure out what the mystery is, because there's so many twists where it's like you think you know what's going on and then you don't, and it's there's just so many freaking twists in this thing. Definitely an overcomplicated murder, but you know what? I had fun seeing it get solved.
And it unraveling into like even the craziness that it unraveled into.
And it also has fun with perspectives, where we see like an event from one perspective. It seems like it's one thing going on, and then you see it flip from the other perspective, and it's like, oh my God, what we thought was going on is not what was going on at all. It's actually way wilder.
Then we find out that something that happened that preceded our thought of what was going on actually had big impact as to what was actually going on.
It's a fun mystery to see on
the whole flask thing was just for a while I was just more like, why are we focusing so much, and then going, holy shit, so much revolved around that little flask.
That flask was key. There's a reason why everything seemed to resolve around it.
Jeez, like, that is a brilliant mystery. We even get to see Benoit get frustrated with the mystery in this puzzle. Like,
there's points where he's like, the fuck? And there's even the point where the cop played by Mila Kunis is like, hey, you know who the obvious murderer is? And she pretty much points out it's gotta be our main guy, the priest, which seems very dubious to me, since we've never had that be the result in one of these movies before. But it's kind of first time for everything. And it's also like, well, that does fit with the facts we know.
Sure, on paper it looks like that, but
then it gets more unraveled as we go, and it's like, holy shit, this is wild. I kind of don't want to give away too much in case people haven't seen it, but like all I can say is like if you haven't seen it, don't sleep on it. This is fun. This is absolutely fun. You don't have to like watch. Like I would recommend all the Knives Out movies, but you don't have to watch them in any order.
No,
they're totally self-contained things.
They really are. I mean,
Yeah.
I think the only real connection is just from 1 to 2, where they go, "Wait, I read about you."
Yeah.
That case upstate, right?
Mm-hmm. And this one doesn't even reference any of his past cases. He's just kind of a legendary detective.
No, it's just at this point more of like, hey, you need to thank your friend for giving me your number.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And it was some detective, one that we hadn't met previously, but obviously Blanc knows him and he didn't seem too bothered that that person gave his number to her. So maybe that's what we expect for 4. We get to meet that cop and a mystery involving him. I don't know.
Yeah. Those damn rockets.
No, that was great. I think my favorite Glenn Close moment is when she walks up in the mausoleum and she's just such in the zealot playing that part and just screaming, losing her
my
mind.
god. Yeah, so much fun to be in this movie.
I would have broken. I would have laughed if I was on set.
This is a damn fun movie. Highly recommended. Highly recommend you check it out.
If you're a fan of the first two, if you're a fan of the first two, you'll absolutely love this.
Yeah.
The performances in this are great.
And I would even say if this one piques your interest, but you haven't seen the first two, you're welcome to just dive into this one. You're not, and if you like this one, dive into the other two. Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
The cast and I liked the Adam Scott. I like how who was it who said that all your fans will just end up looking like they're dressed as John Goodman from The Big Lebowski. And at the end, he was at that book signing.
Yeah.
And they all looked like Walter.
I don't know if I'd love a fan base made up of Walters. In fact, I think I would hate it.
It's a beautiful commentary, though.
Yeah. But yeah, awesome movie. Thoroughly recommend this. Anything to add?
Nah.
Okay. So let me go ahead and dig up next.
Yeah,
week.
Chris, I do agree. It was just so satisfying. I already got next week up.
But
next week, are we covering the OG or the new one?
What's the OG?
The 1980.
Oh, that was your suggestion. I assume we're covering
the brand new one. Okay, because
I'd say it's your call, Bobby. Which one do you want us to cover?
Well, let's just cover the new one that's coming out.
Okay.
And we'll just get rid of that.
Well, I know Avatar's next week, so.
I mean, it doesn't have to be.
I'm
kidding. We'll watch it.
What?
I got a free ticket I'm owed. I'll cash that in.
There you go. But yeah, we got Avatar next week. We got Silent Night, Deadly Night.
The new one that's
Princess
coming out.
Bride.
Yes.
So we're gonna do the new Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we watched part 2, and
yeah, we did see part 2.
And I told you they gave a summary.
Garbage
one.
day.
Yeah. And so I did some digging in it because I kind of wanted to go in completely blind, but I saw like a little slide reel trailer for it. And I was like, okay, I'll watch an actual trailer. So I guess he's killing Nazis.
Is that the new Silent Night, Deadly Night?
And killing Nazis and white supremacists.
I'm down.
Yeah, sold.
All right.
Yeah. Twist my arm a little harder.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it.
So, we got a poll up. Yes, we got a poll up. I'm something of a scientist myself. Let me get it up here. We are finishing out the Schneiderverse Part 2. So if you haven't gone on to the Organized Chaos podcast post, or is it the post page?
Yeah,
Is that
it
what they're
should be
calling
post.
it now?
Or it might
Yeah.
be comments.
It's
They might have
posts.
changed it.
Posts,
It's posts.
yes.
That's right. It used to be community, and now it's
It
posts.
used to be its community. Now it's posts. So if you go to the posts page, we have a poll up, and it looks like we have 70 votes up now, and all
Oh my
up.
God.
The clear front runner, which I knew would win the second I made it.
Yeah.
The Deuce Bigelow saga 1 and 2. So that means
Duology.
Duology. Ugh. So it doesn't. You could say whatever you want fancy about it. It's leading the vote right now, but we are doing this to the end of the month, so there is still some opportunity for the hot chick to pull in front as the clear winner.
I mean,
and
we'll
the
cover it
animal is
eventually
trailing.
anyway,
I mean,
but
we're
yeah.
going to cover all three. It doesn't matter, but that is the order of them right now. But after this, we still need to get together and go over the biopic one, but that'll be our next series of polls that we're going to be putting up. Yeah, I think the poll ones will be those will be fun. Oh. Sorry, I'm trying to do multiple things here while I'm okay.
It's all good.
Yeah. So after that, we'll get a new poll up of the music biopics once we divvy those out, because this is up to like 30 of them.
Oh my God.
But we're obviously going to take out the ones that we've already watched for the show. So I mean, unfortunately, we won't rewatch Better Man or
Love and Mercy.
Love and Mercy, yeah. And are those really the only two that we've watched?
There's got to be more.
There has to be more.
So yeah, I do remember. We didn't cover Bohemian Rhapsody on here. I covered it for the newspaper. I'm pretty sure though, back in the day.
Bob Marley. We watched the Bob Marley one.
That's true. We did do One Love. Yes.
Yeah, because we didn't do the Bowie one when it came out, and we didn't do the Elton one when it came out either.
I don't know if we were doing the podcast when the Bowie one came out. The Elton one, I'm pretty sure we were. But I also know at that time I was kind of like done with biopics.
Yeah. I mean, I at least promise that the last one we'll watch is Walk Hard, the one that parodies them.
Yes.
And the one that actually does
Brilliantly.
the biopic justice the way it should be done.
Yeah.
Even though this was completely a work of fiction.
Yeah.
At least that's my plan for it. But I'm not going to make us watch all 40 plus of them, because probably take us like years.
I mean, I will say I think it's noteworthy that like two of the best biopics in my opinion are probably Walk Hard and Weird.
Weird, that's another one, and we have that's another one we have on the list, but we've already covered that.
Yeah, we have covered that one.
Oh no, Chris, Walk Hard, that was my plan from day one. It was day one. This list started with 5 different movies.
And not one day did you pay for drugs.
Well, where is it? And I don't have it here, but I have it in an email I sent to you.
Yeah, I know there's an email. Yes.
Okay, so the way I first thought about it was only having the poll be between What's Love Got to Do with It, Bohemian Rhapsody, Rocket Man, Walk the Line, La Bamba, The Doors, Elvis, and Ray. And whatever one would have won, obviously, we would have gone from there and then watched all those in order. And at the end of that block, we would have just done Walk Hard. I would have probably hoped that Walk the Line would have came in last. In order for that to really be the smoothest transition.
Yeah.
But I don't think that would have happened. I'm pretty sure if we were to put all of them up together, I guarantee you either Whew, I don't know. I think Rocket Man.
Rocket Man's probably the newest one.
Or I think La Bamba might have came in last, and that one's really good.
Mm-hmm.
But I would have picked all of those mostly just because, in my opinion, and critically, these are the ones that everyone references when it comes to biopics about musicians, because the actors' portrayal of the roles were so great in those. And these ones were that either the actors did a lot to preparation and care for the work. And that's why I would have picked those. But then I started thinking about them, and then we ended up with the giant list of everything that we have. I know there's one on there that we just said that no matter what, we're going to cover, just because we're both fans of the band. That's why.
Okay, yeah.
A complete unknown, or not complete unknown, but Control. Yeah, the one that's
we
about
referenced
Ian
that one quite a bit, and I'm like, I didn't even know that existed.
It's,
and now
it's
I'm
an Ian
intrigued.
Curtis.
I didn't even know.
It's an Ian Curtis movie. Like, I just, I'm curious, and I've watched a few clips, and he looks like Ian, and even does the dance too.
So I'll be honest, La Bamba is actually one of my blind spots. I haven't actually seen it. I'm pretty sure it's Lee Phillips, right? It is him.
Yeah, it
right?
is. It is.
Yeah.
It is. Now, that one has a lot of the tropes, but like the main trope it does is only really seeming like the time is so linear that they just keep hitting on the big key moments of their career, like the big thing, the big break, the big song, him recording the big song, the one that made it, his big discovery moment. All of those things seem to work perfectly for a movie, and a lot of them, and a lot of biopics, as we'll find out, do this.
I can probably guess how it ends.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that one, it actually, they handle it fairly well, I gotta say. It ends with like, the actors playing Buddy Holly and Chubby Checker, and the other musician who they were flipping the coin for. And it landed and go, all right, here it is, right outside the plane, apparently, is where they flipped the coin. They did it inside the hangar. They didn't flip a coin out in the middle of a snowstorm in Iowa in the winter. Come on. You and I are from the Midwest, Bob. You know better than that. No, they did that in the hangar. Come on, movie. And it ends with them getting in and the plane taking off.
Yeah.
And then it shows the next day in California. You'll never hear the song Sleepwalking by Santo and Johnny again.
No.
Ever. Same ever again. I feel that one would have probably been the last one. Just because it's a lot older and not as well known, or I guess...
It's well known, but it's not as talked about recently.
It's not as talked about recently, yes. Yeah. I mean... There's some on there.
True. The latest one released has to be Bruce Springsteen one. That was just a couple weeks ago.
And I did add that one too, because I mean it's the boss.
Yeah. I will admit I'm not the biggest Springsteen fan, but he does have a couple bangers, and I do respect the hell out of him.
There's one song that I've loved that was a later release by the band. Once they got Robbie out of the band, and they just once they kicked Robbie out, pretty much. They did a song called Atlantic City, and for years I just thought it was like, an old tune that they just had in their back pocket or whatever. No, Bruce Springsteen wrote that song. And it was on the Nebraska album, which is what that biopic about the boss is, about him making that album, which he pretty much recorded in a hotel room with a tape recorder and a guitar. That's kind of awesome. It's kind of like,
respect the hell out of him.
Like, and just hearing that going, that's why he's the boss.
Yeah.
That's why he's the boss. Yeah.
But
the Elvis one is another one because because like
that
Austin
one's
Taylor's
a trip. Oh my god.
Well, his performance was so good that even in the few movies he made after, you could kind of still hear that Elvis Presley talk. Even in
Austin Butler nailed it, and like, oh my god, that movie's a whirlwind.
Same with they said Remy Malek too, because of his commitment to fitting in and wearing those fake teeth and trying to get Freddie's movements down perfectly and mimics. And he did a good job of like mimicking that and like mimicking how his mouth is when he's singing.
Mm-hmm.
Like he studied Freddie great for that.
No, he did
and he even admitted, no, I can't sing. I can't sing.
As much of a meh movie as Bohemian Rhapsody is, his performance is amazing.
The performances are great, but the movie itself was meh. And well, with Ray, Jamie Foxx already knew how to play the piano, but he also spent time with Ray, sitting next to him on the piano, both of them playing together, so he could master how Ray played the piano, because they wanted to have actual shots of Jamie as Ray playing. And he actually also wore prosthetics over his eyes, so he was blind most of the time when he was shooting that. So like,
damn, Chris, is that true? That's wild.
Yeah, that is. And he already has the cast for the 4 Beatles too. Our boy Joaquin is
I
gonna
assume
be
they'll
one of them.
cross over a lot because so I guess he'll build a Beatles cinematic universe with that.
Here, Okay, Paul Mescal as Paul McCartney, Harris Dickinson as John Lennon, Barry K. Hogan as Ringo Starr, and Joseph Quinn as George Harrison.
I could see those.
Joseph Quinn,
Joseph Quinn's the one I'm having toughest time with, but
I can definitely get. I could see him as like late 70s George with that perm, perm, and that mustache. Because it's just Eddie Munson hair at that point. I don't know, like maybe mop toppy George. That would be a little distracting. Maybe with a beard, like the Yellow Submarine era and the shaggy hair. No, but the Ringo though, looking at him, going, "Fuck, that is some good casting."
No, you said him for Ringo, and at first I was like, I don't know, and then more I thought about it, I was like, yeah, no, that's him.
Yeah. Think of that face with the goatee, mop top.
That's him. Yeah,
that's Ringo. Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So, got some cool movies next week.
So we do got some good stuff next week, but we will get Chaos and I will get together, and we will hammer in a list for the biopics after the new year. And once we get that,
we'll have the showcast tomorrow. I will be live with a solo stream covering comic books on Thursday. And while many of you may not expect this, it's looking like I will also be live with another solo stream next Thursday as well, which I believe is literally Christmas Day. If you don't have anything to do on Christmas like me, hop into my stream, come hang out. I will be celebrating Christmas early this year. So, I think, is there anything else? I think that's about it, other than the podcast next week.
Yeah.
Yes. Bobby's favorite franchise ever, the Avatar franchise.
I'm like, yeah.
Don't worry, it's only 3.5 hours long.
Oh, Jesus. So do I have a commemorative bucket of popcorn that I could pee into for it, Like I could use it.
Oh, no. You get a colostomy bag with each and every ticket.
Oh. I mean, I think those would have worked better, and it could have had the way of water on them. Oh,
3:17.
I already know I'm gonna hate this movie.
I'm hopeful. Although I will nice lot of stuff I've been reading so far got me kind of concerned.
I haven't heard anything.
But yeah, we will see. We'll find out and give you firsthand our accounts. But spacing out.
I don't know, man. The last time I saw it, it gave me theaters. It gave me COVID.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I would much rather. I would much rather. I would much rather watch
I'm
a
not gonna
Christmas
rewatch
special than Avatar. I would much rather do that. Much rather do that.
Yeah, well, I have covered the Christmas special on stream, and that was really fun. But I think last Thanksgiving
With
I
or
literally
without
just sat down
animation.
and just watched it, and then watched
With or without
with.
the Boba Fett cartoon.
with
Okay.
animation and with commercials.
Yeah.
But it was actually like it's a terrible special, but it was fun
Oh
watching.
God,
anyway.
I mean, even Harvey Korman couldn't say that.
dude, it's so wild how bad everyone is in it.
It's
Yeah,
so wild that
And I
Harvey
love Harvey
Korman
Korman.
and D. Arthur are
Yeah.
just so bad at this.
and they're so good traditionally. And
Yeah, they're both so funny.
of the main cast, I think Harrison Ford gave the best effort, which was really low because really nobody cared about it.
Until he was fucking stoned.
Well, yeah, that's the
can
only
tell he
way
was
to be in that, and also to watch it. That's probably the
Well, I
only
mean,
way to
also
watch
we
it
also know
as well.
Carrie Fisher was coked out the whole time, and that's just
Not a secret if you've seen it. She looks it.
she looks it.
Especially when she's singing lyrics to the Star Wars theme song.
Miz going like, "Oh, who is Carrie? Oh, girl, just wipe your nose, girl."
But yeah, no, maybe for Christmas, if I end up streaming, maybe I'll dig up some bad Christmas movie that YouTube won't tear me down for, and we can watch that. That'd be fun.
I'd say those old claymation ones, but I'm pretty sure somebody owns the rights to them because they don't fucking air them.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. White Christmas.
I mean, kind of the fun thing about Star Wars holiday specials that nobody claims that thing anymore. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just watch it. George Lucas has purposely distanced himself from it. I think technically Disney owns it, but even they don't seem to want to touch it. You know? I think I got tagged for the Jefferson Starship song and a couple of the theme songs that played on, but that's about it. Nothing that took down the stream, fortunately.
Even the mouse is like, "Oh, no thanks."
Yeah, no, you can have.
Oh,
it's all you, buddy.
Fuck that. Oh.
But yeah,
I'm upping your Disney subscription.
But yes, yeah. So that's the plan for the week.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I think that's about it. So party on and be excellent to each other.
Take care.